Hey guys, this is EXPERT40, and I have been away for a while as far as doing things live. So yeah, that's what's going on. A couple things that I wanted to talk about today. One in particular, I wanted to talk about Crimson Desert. So the new patch came out this past, well, I guess this past week or over the weekend. How I didn't know it, how I didn't miss that out, I don't even know. But anyway, I so they addressed a lot of things that again or that was maybe hindering the game a little bit, but also they have listened to the fans, obviously. um I think that it's good that they're listening to the fans, us fans, because we are you know making the games stand out, because we are constantly playing it every single time. So I really, I'm glad that they're doing that. But I got a request now too, since everybody has been doing this. Okay, so since um I guess since they have had it where pets are now attacking the enemies now and different other things, Crimson Desert is very fun. I have been playing that game a lot now. Well, Chromatic, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but anyway, I have not played that game yet. With the guy and the girl and stuff. I have not played that game yet, so I probably will be playing after I finish Crimson Desert. I'm still trying to win that one. So it's always something new going on with the game. So I'm thinking about it and everything. Um, I'm really excited about what's going on with Crimson Desert. They have the new patch, like I said a few minutes ago. I am very happy with it. Yes, sir, I am. Uh, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm very interested to see how this is going to turn out, because they said the pets are going to attack the um, the enemies now. So that's pretty cool. So you're like, say for instance, if you had a dog or something, the dog will attack the the enemies. Now that I kind of knew that was going to happen though, because of what transpired when I was walking in, trying to unlock some of the areas in the map. I came into a forest like area, and all of a sudden there were dogs all up in the area there, and they started attacking me, and I'm like, what the heck? I had Damien, of course. Now Damien's going to take care of the situation, right? I used her, as the tax, and then next thing I know, um yeah, she wiped them all out. She wiped all the dogs out. She wiped everybody out that was there in that area. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all having problems with certain boss fights, uh, use Damien for it, especially when you're going up to get the fire attack. I found out that using Damien in that, with that boss battle, he's not very hard, to be totally honest. He's not very hard to fight up against. There was some dude up in there that when you're climbing up the tower thing where you're knocking the bell down, um, it's not that hard. But if you guys are having trouble with it, just use Damien, and you have the shield protector thing with you. Um, it's easy, because the shield will shoot at your enemies. So, and as long as you're shooting at the enemies, they're gonna shoot too. So, I thought that was pretty cool and stuff too, because I was able to beat him, with no problem, until he started doing all these attacks. He started doing his main attack, then I failed in that one a little bit, but then I came back in there and I just went in on him, went all out on him, man, afterwards, because I was pissed off at him actually. I was super pissed that the guy took me out here. It's like, this guy is really easy. I mean, he's not even that hard to fight. So I was like, everybody was making it out like he was really hard to fight and stuff. It was a hard boss, and I was like, man, he was super easy. But like I said in my little short video, Damien does have some pretty cool fights scenes, fight boss battles, and that's mainly because I like using her. So I think that's kind of a thing where Cliff, yes, I like using Cliff too as well, but because he's the main attack, he's the main guy, and everybody's using him and stuff because for missions and everything. Most of the missions, that's why it's taking me so long to finish the game, because I've been using Anka and Damien a lot. Well, I haven't used Anka that much, but because I would have to level him up too at some point. But the way that they have the skills thing, you basically you have your weapons that you use and everything, but you're not using you're not you have to do the skill. Everybody had their own skill set, so they're trying to say that, okay, yeah, the same thing that you do with Cliff, you're able to do with Damien and Anka. So I guess that's true to some degree. I noticed, especially when I was playing as Damien, she's able to use the Antium Force thing. And I actually like using hers better when you're going to the puzzles, because when she locks it in and takes it out and goes and puts all of the little artifacts in the cuckoo pot, and he takes it out, she goes in and just literally, she'll climb up there, but all she got to do is just, you got to press just like you would if you were using Cliff and you jumping up and then you do that little, antium or attack thing, and that works. But with him, you got to jump and time it. With her, you don't even really got to time anything. You just go ahead and do the attack and place everything back up, the right way that you need. So it's much better with her. I actually kind of like that. But it depends on the artifact too. So if you're using an artifact that's kind of like floating in the air, all wild and stuff, then I use Cliff for it, because he can just do like the jump thing. You do the jump thing, so it works out. But I've been having a blast with the game. I really have. And the developers have been really working hard, man. They've really been working hard for the game, as far as getting new stuff on there. Now lions, you can now have a lion as a mount. I think I know why a lot of people are happy about that, because okay, so notice when you go in and you had the when you go over there in the nest and you got the lion that's out there in where the circus is, you actually can go on the lion and ride around, just running around with him, and you stay on him for a little while, and then you kind of just go and which is pretty cool, because I thought it was pretty nice to go and and ride the lion a little bit, but then afterwards, after you get off, he goes right back to the circus. So now you have lion mounts, and now you got to try to find out where they at. Now that part I don't like. Well, they did say you can tame. So I guess that partly is because of what I had said about taming them now. You don't have to do as much as far as attacking them, because I felt bad about trying to attack the bears and stuff. Now, I mean, even though I even felt bad taking out the white bear, because that bear was a female bear and her cubs were right over there, and I had to kill the bear basically to take it to the witches. And then they will go and help you out and get the white bear in your party, which I was like, I hated to have to do that, because the poor cubs were without their mother. So I didn't like that part, but it's okay. I mean, now the bear is in your mount now, and then you can get some other mounts. Now I think that they said you can have a cuckoo bird. And it would probably be cool to have a cuckoo bird, because they said the bird, like if you're coming off of a cliff or something, the bird will not get hurt. See, because you can't do that with a bear. There's many a times that well, of course, because of course you guys saw me playing the first couple of times, and the bear, and I had finally got on the bear, and I was trying to get out of the way of all of the bandits and stuff that were around there, and so as soon as I did it, doggone it, the bear had you know, the bear had, I had came off the bear, and actually, because I was flying in the air, actually the bear was kind of flying in the air a little bit, but then when you come down, you jump off the bear, and then the bear is starting to attack you again. That's why I'm liking this whole thing now, where you're not you're not really you're not really gonna worry. You're not gonna have to worry about the bear attacking you now, which is pretty good, because I'm telling you, man, it's really um, not all that great to know that the bear has attacked you. So of course I'll go and fight it again. But that's another thing I noticed too. The white bear is, I mean, obviously that's a female bear. Uh, she'll, and like when another bear is there, she'll run away from it. Like, what are you doing? I mean, I have more confidence to the bear now, but I mean, other animals though, I don't know. It's just, of course, I have Damien though. Like I said, Damien is pretty cool, and I think like most of the stuff that I've been doing is like the side missions with her, so that it can be leveled up to get all the artifact points, so that if I'm going to have to use Cliff, and which you do have to use him most likely in the matches and stuff, so like in your game you have to use him for the stories and stuff. So since I'm using him a lot in there, I make sure I get a lot of artifacts as much as I can. I already done got what 103 of them now already. So, and the more that I get, the more I'll be able to, you know, to be able to level up all of them and level up all their things. So if I have to use them, all three of the characters, um, I'll be able to do it, and they'll be leveled up. So, and then that would be like, okay, yeah, you make sure you save up and stuff before you do that. So all overall the game is nice. I put the wrestling game back on there too. I kind of went away from the basketball game a little bit, y'all, because you know I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I really get tired of all of the let goes and the cut, that they do for some of the superstars that are there. I don't really like that because it seems very demeaning. And what I mean by that really is that, number one, these wrestlers, they done been in there, they done fought hard all over the to even get on television, and all of a sudden they get cut, and then that's it. You don't see them anymore and stuff. I don't like that. And then a lot of them going to AEW anyway. Like a lot of people think that New Day is going to go to AEW. I think it already didn't happen. I don't know how true it was, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if they do go to AEW anyway, because it's a lot of stuff going on, with regards to WWE. I'm not really liking it, but I still play WWE for the fact of the nostalgic stuff that goes on with the WWE and everything else. So it's pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna sit there and say, okay, yeah, just because they do job cuts and all this other stuff, that I'm just gonna stop watching it. So or playing it. I really don't watch it that much, to be totally honest with you guys. I haven't watched much anyway, because they look like they're trying to bring back the bloodline and stuff again. So I don't really know how that's going to go down. But yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, overall everything's been nice and stuff for me as far as games like that. Like I said, the Pro Magnica or whatever that game is, I am going to play that eventually, so don't worry about it. Because I probably will. Permatica, I think that's what it is. The one with the little girl and the guy and stuff. They trying to get to Earth and stuff. They said that game is pretty good, so I'm gonna try that one. I was kind of hesitant about playing it, being totally honest, really early, but it is what it is. I'm not going to worry myself about it too much. I'm going to try it and see what happens. So, sometime this week, I probably should have tried it last week, but like I said, I was still playing Crimson Desert. So, which I'm really liking that. So, like I said, I don't want to keep going away from these games that I had started and stuff. And then once I start them, I want to finish them. But of course, you guys know, oh yeah, I got to talk about it too. Yeah, and in this video, I'm talking about different things. Now I'm talking about Masters of the Universe. Now, obviously, everybody is excited about Masters of the Universe because it's He-Man. Yes, sir. He-Man and everything. So I'm very glad about that. Um, and then of course they said the game was supposed to come out, but it was supposed to come out in April, and it didn't come out in April. I think a lot of the reason why it didn't come out in April was because of they wanted that um, the game to come out during the movie, the time of the movie, maybe before or after the movie. I think they're going to do it after, because that's probably much better to do that. The movie will be fresh, and you'll have a lot of stuff going on, with regards to all of the, people talking about it, the hypeness of it, going into it. Now, now it's funny that I'm mentioning that the hype train has already been. Everybody's been talking about it. I've been listening to everybody talk about it. Um, People got a chance to see the special screening of it. Just a few little things here and there. I mean, I felt bad about that because I would have loved to have seen it, even though I'm already locked in on it and stuff. So I'm gonna watch it on the 6th. Actually, I'm not gonna really get a chance to watch it on the 5th, but I'm definitely gonna watch it afterwards. It's gonna do well at the box office. There's no question that movie is going to. I mean, it's going to do a lot better than Mortal Kombat, I guess. And a lot of people are kind of in between with Mortal Kombat. I'm not surprised because Mortal Kombat to me is just, you got to do that movie right. I mean, you can't, you just can't throw fighters in the air and expect them to, just sit there and just make it happen for you, the director. The director got to do the right thing too, and you can't just have. And a lot of people said it was woke too. So I was like, okay, I'm so tired of that. So I'm not going to even get started with that. So I'm because I don't want to. I'm not getting into all that nonsense. I'm ready for He-Man when he comes out, and hopefully it does well so we can get a sequel. Who knows? I might even go. I might try to talk to Travis Scott. I'm hoping that he'll stay on board. I hope that everybody stays on board, because a lot of times when they make these movies, they go and they change up the characters, and they change, well, not the characters, but they change the people who have did those characters. Just keep them, and that includes Jared Leto. Keep him. My God, I mean, if you're going to sit up there and talk bad about, everybody talks bad about Jared Leto, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. I think he's doing all right with regards to Skeletor. I think he's actually going to help him right now. I don't have nothing against people, man. We got enough people always, finding fault against somebody else over something that they do or what they done and all this other crap, man. Um, he might not be perfect at what he does, as far as his job, but give the man a chance. I mean, my God, I don't like, everybody talks bad about him all the time, and I was like, why? I mean, okay, maybe he doesn't do this, maybe he don't do that, but a lot of people, they ain't all that themselves sometimes, so they don't need to be talking and running their mouth all the time talking about what somebody else doesn't do, and you probably would have done the same doggone thing, if not worse. So I never want to sit around there talking bad about somebody else performance if they don't do this and they don't do that. I don't care about it. As long as the movie does well, I could care less about anything else. As far as who didn't do this right or who didn't do that right. I don't care about all that nonsense, man. I mean, as long as the movie does well, I'm gonna see it regardless. I don't care what the situation is. I'm gonna see it regardless. So I'm looking forward to it. But like I said, the reason why I said all of that is because the game is supposed to be coming out around the time that they said it would be on the movie would come out. So that means you might see it come out around a couple of weeks after He-Man comes out on the theaters and screens and stuff. So they might do it that way. So it is what it is, man. I don't really know what's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be just fine. And then the toys, I mean, my goodness gracious, the toys alone are gonna make money if just for the fact that the people are watching it and everything. Well, what was that you guys said? Do y'all think I'm gonna buy a toy? No, no, I'm just joking with y'all. I mean, I know some people do collect toys and stuff for just for fun. I if it's just for fun, just for show to show it off, then maybe maybe help some kids out there to to find some the characters that they want to play or something. I don't know. I might do it, but I haven't done that in so long. But I have to admit the characters do look pretty good, man. So they especially I think it was Trapjaw. Trapjaw actually looks pretty cool. So I'll give him that. I give him that for like at least getting the likeness of the characters right. Idris Elba's character portrayal for Man at Arms. I think that was good too. Oh yeah, by the way, what do y'all guys think about Idris Elba being Man at Arms? I have no problem with that. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, really, they probably had Travis Knight probably had a hard time trying to find someone to play Man at Arms. So I don't, you gotta, people are probably saying, "Oh shoot, yeah, why is Idris Elba? Why not?" I mean, look at the Kingpin, perfect example. Michael Clark Duncan, before he passed away, at the time when he was still alive, I should say, when he was alive, he played Kingpin. He's big. He's a big dude. So obviously they didn't have nobody else to play as the Kingpin really at that time for the movie. I mean, and then they got the Vincent, guy that be on the TV series. Then they got him, which is all right. I think that was pretty good, but he wasn't in the movies though. He could have played in the movies. I mean, after the fact and stuff, but I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem with that at all. It's as long as we get the characters that we want, who knows? I might throw my hat in there to be Hordak. I've never been a villain before, so maybe I can do that. Hordak would be, I don't know. I mean, Hordak is not really seen by a lot of people and stuff, so yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, look, yours truly, Travis Knight, man. If you listening to this, I would love to be a character, man. I would love to be a character in the sequel or something. Whatever character you wanted to throw at that I know of. Whiplash. I know Whiplash. I know even Evil Seed. I don't know if they're gonna put Evil Seed in the movie because I kind of I don't really see that happening. But yeah, it could. I mean, just imagine if they could play that out where Evil Seed was actually the problem, and both Skeletor and He-Man had to fight Evil Seed because all the plants are taking over and stuff. Oh, I could see that happening. I really could see that happening because, I mean, you would have to. It would really have to work. Now, I don't know. Evil Seed, when I first saw him in the TV series, he literally looked like a Hershey Kiss, Hershey's Kisses chocolate, candy thing. He actually did. He looked like a real big one too at that. So I don't know how they're gonna pull that one off if they could. I mean, they have to do it. I mean, if they're gonna make multiple movies and stuff, sequels and stuff after that, some of those characters are gonna have to be in there. Could we see the the Shigora? Ah, that's another one. I would love to see the Shigora and the Evil Seed, both of them that kind of would cause havoc and mischief and mayhem for both of the, you know, Eternia's powerful, most powerful people there, and make problems for them. But I don't know if that's going to happen though. I mean, now that depends though. If Shira is obviously in there, if Shira is in there, then I would say yes. Now we all know. I feel like that's going to come. Shira is absolutely going to come because the thing about it is you cannot have He-Man and all of everybody and the sorcerers and everyone else and not and definitely have Queen Marlena and King Randor and not have uh, Princess Adora in there slash Shira. So obviously she's going to be in there too. So I don't know. I think they're going to save her for the either the sequel or she could get her own spinoff, which really I don't really think that they need to do that. Really, everybody knows about Shira. Everybody knows that she is the twin of Adam, and they will do what they have to do and stuff. So I don't know. It depends, but but there are people who are new to the He-Man genre, and they don't really know what's going on. So maybe they might do that. I don't know. So it depends. But I'm about to let this go. I've talked long enough, and actually, I'm just excited for the Masters of the Universe. I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't really excited about Mortal Kombat, to be totally honest, but I'll end up watching it anyway. Probably just wait until it gets out on video where I can see it, maybe on Netflix or something. I don't know, but I wasn't really interested in it too much. But again, I'm going to be there on the 6th watching it in June. I'm going to be looking forward to it, and it's going to be nice. And I have the power. So, I have the power. Yeah, that's right. He-Man's going to be saying that a lot, and I know what's going to happen. I'm hoping that I go to the day that I go to the theaters, the people are going to be like ecstatically getting like excited when he says I have the power, because that is an iconic moment. He-Man, saying that and stuff. So it well, not him, but when Adam says it, to go in the transformation of He-Man. So it depends on the situation, and we'll see what happens, because I think it's going to be pretty good, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm also looking forward to getting in there and trying to play and seeing what's going to happen with regards to Crimson Desert, and we'll see some more of that, and I'll try to play Pragmatica and see what's going on with that. I know I'm butchering it, but hey, y'all know it's the astronaut guy and the little girl, so we'll see what happens. And there we go. Hopefully I'll be able to play it and stuff, and have some good time with it. And oh yes, another thing before I go in, for all of those who are new to my channel and you have watched it, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I am in it, but just a nice friendly reminder, whenever I do the short videos, yes, but there are times when I like to go ahead and just do some of the other short video. Like short videos are okay. I don't have nothing against doing short videos, but every once in a while, guys, look at my actual videos that I put out. I try not to make them too long. Now this one obviously is because I'm talking about different things. It's going to be a while. This is going to be a bit longer video, but anyway, but when I'm talking about when I'm doing the games and stuff, every once in a while, guys, just go ahead and just look at my videos, because this is what my channel is based off of: gaming, uh, talking about movies every once in a while, because especially movies that have something of a, that is kind of, it has something to do with games that have, based off of the movie itself. The He-Man, like I said, the He-Man movie is going to have the game obviously going to be coming out afterwards. So just like I said, just look at my actual video first. I put a lot of time and effort in those videos, and I'm not mad at the fact that um, my short videos get a lot more views, because it's shortened out. But every once in a while, I would like to get the views for the other ones too as well. Because look, take it from me, I remember back when I first started, doing YouTube, and everything was, different back then. I mean, the way that they had it now is kind of bad, but the way they had it back a long time ago is that you actually, when you put the videos out there, your videos got looked at. You got a lot of views and different other things. No matter how long the video was, you got views. And I was doing pretty good with my videos. So the fact that they didn't shorten them all up and stuff, and now people talking about you gotta go live and all this other stuff now. Yours truly do not have to go live every single time. So I mean, if that's just something that I feel like I have to do every time, then fine, so be it. But it is what it is, man. Want anything to get views. I'm almost at the point now to get 500 subscribers. That's what I want to do. It seemed like every time I try to get 500 subscribers or get close to it, I end up, losing people. Or I don't know if I don't even know at this rate if it's even people. It might be something else. But just so, if you're new to my channel, please just keep an eye on and share it with other people who are into games or anything that I do. And I really do appreciate the people out there who have supported me, who have said that they enjoy my content and different other things. I really appreciate that. I really do, because like I said, I put a lot of hard work into doing those videos and stuff, and just putting the games out there. And it really is a good thing to know that people actually are watching it. So, and despite what YouTube is trying to put out there now, that you got to do live stuff now, I ain't never been one to put out live stuff. And it's like, why do I feel like I have to put live stuff out all the time? I mean, I work, man. I work outside of what I do here. I would love to make this like a second job, but I got my other job too, man. So I can't be, always online all the time. So it is what it is. And it is really kind of a thing where if I decide that I wanted to do that more and just try to find something else to do. I mean, I am also into music too as well. I mean, that would be something that I can probably put on here too as well, where people can watch my, videos with me putting out music and stuff, soundtracks and stuff. I would like to do that too, soundtracks that, like for movies and stuff. Oh shoot, man, these composers get paid big gobs of money for just doing the movies and stuff. So who knows? I might be able to do that. So it depends on the situation. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm gonna end this right now. And like I said, I didn't want to go too far and too long. So this is Assist Expert 40 saying so long until next time. Yes, sir.